to the New York State Child Support Helpline. For English, press 1.
If you are calling about the implications to your tax refund due to child support arrears, or the status of the tax offset notice you may have received in August 2010, please press 1. All other callers, press 2.
Child support information is also available on our website, www.newyorkchildsupport.com. If you are a parent or guardian, press 1. If you're an employer or income provider, press 2. If you are calling from a child support agency, press 3. If you're an attorney, press 4. For general child support information, press 7. For the address of your local child support enforcement unit, press 8. All other callers, please hold. Please note, your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance or training purposes. All child support helpline representatives are busy assisting other callers. We apologize for any inconvenience. Your wait time will be approximately 3 minutes.
Thanks for calling Child Support Helpline. My name is Tom. So we get started. Are you calling as a parent or an employer?
No, I'm calling as a usufructuary.
I'm sorry?
I'm the usufructuary for some of the information in your data files.
Okay, can I start with your telephone number, area code first, please, sir?
Just using a number which I could be contacted at. It's a 347-602-0312.
Thank you. Your first and last name, please, sir?
I'm calling regarding Kevin George.
Your first and last name, please, sir?
That's the name of the estate. It's a legal person.
But the question is, what is your first and last name, please, sir?
I don't have one. I'm entitled to use the name Kevin C. George by the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and the Social Security Administration has entitled me to use that name. And I'm not authorized to use that name as personal identification. So I'm just calling to address a mutual mistake and assist in the settlement of this matter honorably, if that's possible.
And what was that name again, please, sir?
Kevin C. George.
Okay. And do you have a case ID number, sir?
No, you guys do. I believe that's your information.
I cannot get into a case unless you provide me with a case ID number, sir.
I don't have any knowledge of any such thing. I just know that there's been a mistake concerning that name, and I called to address that mistake.
Well,
I'm not calling to meddle in the affairs of
I understand,
the owner
sir,
of that
and
name.
I understand exactly what you're saying as far as that goes, but if I don't have a case ID, then I cannot.
Can you run a social and probably pull up something with the social or address or the address associated with any other information associated with that name?
Do you have a Social Security number, sir?
Well, that number belongs to the name. It's
okay. And what is you said you want to clear up a mistake. What would the mistake be, sir?
It's a mutual mistake of unauthorized use of that name and misuse of the information associated with the name as personal identification. The name derives from off a birth certificate, which is not personal identification nor intended or authorized in law to be used as personal identification. So through my ignorance, I've made many mistakes. As that document was handed to me later on in life, later on in my life, I was entitled to use that document in order to access certain goods and services and to interface with the public. but because of my ignorance of the law, I've made mistakes of using that document in a manner which I was not authorized. And furthermore, I say it's a mutual mistake because other parties who I've transmitted that information to or transferred that information to has construed that information to be personal information. And that's because of my lack of understanding and disclosure of the facts due to my ignorance of the facts. But I've been fully made aware by the issuing authority of those documents, which is the certificate of birth and the Social Security card, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and the Social Security Administration, that those documents are not personal identification, not intended by the governing legislation concerning the production of those documents to be used as personal identification, nor was I given any authority by those issuing agents to use those documents as personal identification. So I'm taking 100% accountability and responsibility for making those mistakes, but I'd like to make those mistakes known to all parties who may be concerned.
These concerns that you're voicing, these are not child support issues. This is a child support helpline, so therefore I'm not sure where I could assist you to have you go, because as I said, I understand what you're saying. You're being vague, sort of. I understand, but the thing is, what you're stating is not child support related, so therefore I would not be able to assist you, sir.
Isn't child support in possession of this information?
What you're asking about is not child support related, sir.
No, but I'm notifying child support that this information which they are in possession of is not personal identification, and I have not claimed ownership, nor am I authorized or compelled to claim ownership of any of that information. But I'm only entitled to use that information by birthright as a usufruct and nothing more than that. So I just wanted to make that clear to all parties who I may have